EA Sports, very important part of EA's outlook, and FIFA 18, the most popular one of that number, about 15 million sold worldwide since its released in September last year. The new game FIFA 19 will be hitting stores and online downloads from September later on this year. Of those sales, I think it's really interesting to point out about 15% of them are in the US. Compare that with the Madden NFL game franchise of worldwide sales there of just over 4 million. So clearly that FIFA is outselling that quite a lot worldwide, and bear in mind that Americans don't necessarily always switch on to soccer, as they call it. Quite interesting that they are still buying the game itself, and very interesting the way that FIFA is developing over the past few years. Since 2016, there's been women's football teams added, international women's sides. That hasn't happened for some time. And there's also the growth of online gaming as well, because through other platforms, less traditional consoles like PS4 and Xbox, which are very, very popular, the Android version of the game has been downloaded over 100 million times as well. So all of these things add up, and even from these results that we're seeing now, the digital net bookings, they call it, that's the amount total from people downloading the game and people buying the physical version of the game. Well, that's up about 13% year on year, and so that's quite a lot, really.
Adam, on the Americans not always tuning in to actually watch soccer, as we like to call it, is that changing though? Because I think just anecdotally, my friends, family back in the US, this World Cup in particular seemed to have been more popular than in previous years. And then now you talk about star power once again going to the US with the likes of Wayne Rooney in Washington, D.C. Is that expected to help? And then do you think that will translate to more interest in even these games as well?
I think that's a really interesting point, particularly because the USA, for the first time in about 5 World Cups, weren't even at the tournament. Yeah. But I think what was good about what engaged the American audience this time around was probably the fact it was a really good tournament. It was all about football. It was all about really good goals, really good players, really good stories.
Matches. We like that.
Close matches and just really exciting matches. Yeah. Lots of late winners like that. And you talk about star power with Wayne Rooney going to the US. Well, he was synonymous with FIFA for quite some time. He was on the cover of FIFA for about 6 editions in a row, superseded by Lionel Messi in 2013. He's been on 4 covers, as well as another former Barcelona player, Ronaldinho. Cristiano Ronaldo, interestingly, has only been on the cover once, and that was on the cover of FIFA 18. And it'd be very interesting to see if he is on the cover again of FIFA 19, because now being a Juventus player, this would absolutely be music to the ears of Juventus, who bought Cristiano Ronaldo for the very well, apart from football reasons, they bought him because of the attraction he has, and to have a Juventus player on the front cover of the world's leading football game would be huge. Last player to do that, I had a little look this morning, was Alessandro Del Piero in 2004. So that'll be a big coup for Juventus if they do make it. But yeah, as I say, the sales of sports titles are always huge, and competitive gaming on the up around the world as well. Huge amounts of money being poured into that.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now, to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.